undefeated junior middleweight contender Julian Williams. Congrats. You went some rounds with Wiggins in there. How did it feel being in the ring?
It felt good, you know. That's my third 8-rounder, so I wasn't really, I wasn't really afraid to step on the gas because I know I can do 8, I can do whatever I need to do. I felt good. You know, I could have done a little bit better, could use my jab a little bit more, you know, but overall I think it was a pretty good performance.
Yeah, he's the type of opponent, he didn't lie down, you know, he could take some punches. Is that the type of fights you need right now?
Yes, every prospect coming to me, I mean, it's going to do me no good if I can come right in and punch a guy in the mouth one time and he falls down. I won't learn nothing because at the end of the day I want to be a defending world champion, so I got to be able to go long rounds, tough rounds with decent opponents.
Can you tell me a little bit about your upbringing, like where you're from and how you got into the sport?
I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm from West Philly. I actually got into the sport, you know, I used to fight a lot in school, and you know, I come from a single-parent household, so you know, my mom, you know, used to run back and forth to the school. Like I used to get into a ton of fights, you know. So one day I just walked into the gym and I started boxing, and you know, I channeled the anger and aggression I had into a sport that, you know, it was fun to me, and I actually started getting good at it, you know. So I started going away, I started, you know, winning some things, and that's how I got involved.
How did the sport, like where you grew up from, kind of help mold you, like the Philadelphia area? How did that help mold you?
On the streets of Philadelphia, you gotta fight. Regardless if you're gonna be a boxer, a football player, play tennis, you're going to have to, somebody's going to challenge you some way, somehow. You're going to have to fight. So, you know, it's just a tough city, man. I mean, look at the murder rate. It's a very tough city.
Got it. Now, how about the gym scene in Philadelphia? It's a very famous city for boxing, you know. How is the gym scene as far as out there?
The gym scene is great. I mean, it's never a shortage of work. You know, we got great fighters coming out of Philly right now. We got Gabriel Rosado, who you guys just seen last week. He's excellent work for me. We got Danny Garcia. I don't really work with Danny too much, but he's definitely got Philly on his back. We got just a lot of good fighters coming out. We got Brian Jennings. He's holding it down. Just a lot of good fighters. I just want to add on to, you know, to the Philadelphia tradition of middleweights.
Is it always good, easy to get good sparring out there and everything?
Yeah, definitely.
And I know in one of your earlier fights you had a draw with Francisco Santana.
Yes.
How was that fight, if you can remember that?
It was bittersweet. It was bittersweet because it felt like a loss, but I learned more from that fight than I learned from any other fight in my life. You know, and I probably needed the draw, because if I wouldn't have got that draw, maybe, you know, I would have had some subpar performances because I wouldn't have worked on what I worked on after I got the draw. You know what I mean? So me and my bread man, my trainers, got in the gym and we worked. He built my gas tank up, and we just kept working. I didn't let it get me down, but I kept it in the back of my mind. It's still in the back of my mind. It still bothers you. You know what I mean? But you know, it's something I want to get back in the future.
Through your time in boxing, what have you got to learn about not just the sport, but also like yourself as a person?
Nothing. You know, I always knew I had heart. I always knew I got the drive. You know what I mean? Really nothing. I know what I want in this sport, and I won't stop until I get it.
What your next move? Where are you gonna go from here?
I'm not sure. You know, I gotta sit down and talk with Brad. You know, and we'll figure out something. I got a cut on my eye, so that's gonna heal up soon. But I'm not sure yet.
All right, how can fans reach out to you?
Follow me on Instagram at Julian Williams 22, on Twitter at JRockBoxing, and on Facebook at Julian Williams.
All right.